With a yo-ho-ho, it's TaleOfTheToaster. Good to see you at Let's Play Super Smash Bros. Brawl, Adventure Mode, the Subspace Emissary, very hard, 100% run, part 15. In the last video, we did the Battleship Halberd interior, but in this video, with Sheik, we're going to be doing the Battleship Halberd exterior. It's quite funny because I was using Sheik in part 2 of the Let's Play, but they act as if this is her introduction. But anyways, I'm not alone for this episode, because I've brought along my British chum for no apparent reason. Go ahead and say your name.
But I'm here for a reason. I'm here to bring peace and joy to the world. Hey everyone, wait, that sounded pretty cliche, didn't it? Stelios78910, I messed everything up, but hey everyone, Stelios78910 here. I'm here because I was dragged in. I'm not doing the best comedy, but here we are jumping on platforms as Sheik. She's got quite an interesting jump, I have to say. I'm just going to let Toaster off the insightful, informative commentary.
Yeah, you were dragged in when the Skype conversation was basically, oh, I'm going to have to show off stickers this episode, sigh. And then you said, oh, well, I can join you for it if you want. I mean, I don't know much about stickers, but I can make it a little more interesting for you. Yeah, I totally dragged you into it, didn't I? And I can't actually show off the stickers in this episode because Peach and Zelda didn't actually count as recruited. Ow!
Then I don't have to shut up. So, here we go. Tell us about these enemies.
Don't play with fire. No, seriously.
Don't.
So, as you can figure out, these switches will turn on the fire! So, when you do hit the switch, also fire! Flower.
Okay, fire flower. Ow! Oh, look, Fanny the Max and Tomatoes.
Oh, I don't want this fire flower, get rid of it. Yeah, just take extra care when hitting these switches. K, are you listening, K?
Eat the cake.
K, just take care,
I'm probably
K.
really lagging on mine, so I'm just like, eat the cake when you ate it about 10 seconds ago. But anyway.
As a note to the viewers, so that my Audacity doesn't pick my good British pal Steli up.
Good.
Whoa, screen went black. Yeah, I have to have him on pretty quiet, so I might interrupt him on occasion or not hear what he's saying. Now I've just seen something up there. Whoa. I don't think I've ever 100%ed this level because I don't think I've ever spotted that crack in the wall. Yes, you can break the wall there.
You try and explode it. Yeah, there you go.
I've never done that, and I just randomly discovered it.
But of course, you've got that trophy because you've 100%ed this game.
Yeah, I couldn't make out which trophy it was, but anyways, I'm on an embarrassingly high amount of damage.
Custom robo.
Oh, mines! Is there anything down here? I don't think so. Oh, more mines.
The SSE being famous for high damages certainly still is the case for this episode. I keep on messing up my lines.
I can't reach the pyramid with my shade. Oh. Ow. Well, what is that even there for? I don't understand. Why is that even there?
So this might be a newbie question, but we can't switch to Zelda yet, can we? Because we haven't got her.
This is a fairly interesting room. You get to see lots of Subspace Emissary enemies on display, including this one, which is covered up by damage percentage.
This reminds me of a scene out of Wall-E.
That's called the Mitzo. You never actually encounter it during gameplay, but there's a trophy of it. It's speculated to be an underwater enemy, but obviously Brawl characters can't dive, so you're not likely to find any underwater enemies.
Well, I'm an underwater enemy when I down a spam with Knullik in the water.
So here we got another ambush in a place with all the platforms in the world, except not really, and that was a waste of a gunfire. We got pretty much nothing but crimson. Boom! Boom!
And I just see your Audacity bounce up and down like
my Audacity track looks ridiculous
high amplitude waves. And the creep is creeping, and you get the maxims, and you're finally off 200% damage. You're doing well not to lose stock, considering in some parts of this Let's Play you've done worse than you should have done. Giant decom.
My Audacity track's picking up some weird wave. Maybe it is picking up my overwhelmingly loud Wii. Seriously,
Yeah, I can
my
hear
Wii
it.
used to be so quiet, and now it is just the loudest thing in the room. And my laptop can get pretty loud. Some mics there. Can I hit them through the wall? Yay!
Well, they're that small.
Let's make sense. Come on, I need the golf
Can you read
club,
out the
not
sticker
frying
list again at
pan.
the end of the episode? Pick up the sticker.
Put the frying pan away, kids. Now, how am I going to tackle this?
Wait, can you get a trophy out the bomb?
No, you can't turn that into a trophy.
Oh.
See, this primage, no,
fun
this
that.
creep, pretty hard to deal with because it
Throw it
can
at it
hit
anyway,
you through the
throw it at it
wall, and Peach doesn't really have much to approach it with. And that bucket just bombed itself.
Wait, when did Sheik die?
Over the fire! The fire!
Oh, well.
Open aim!
Yeah, why didn't you just float? That's a genius idea. Unless the popcorn throwing.
Breathe through the last line! Fire!
Gosh, this amazing lag. It's made things interesting to commentate with, and what a KO there from the key or whatever it's called. Correct me now.
So there's nothing over here except a lovely place to
No,
stand, and also you think the mites got crushed? Nope. The mites can survive getting crushed by
My
two
mites
solid
got crushed.
pieces of metal.
My heart. You're not listening. Well, here we go. Look at the nice floral, Arabic, whatever you want to call them, patterns on the halberd there at the bottom.
Yeah, they call this level the Battleship Halberd exterior, but really this and the start are the only exterior parts.
Indeed, but there's cutscenes. A lot here.
Yeah, the first exterior section had backwards wind, so that's why I was being so slow with it. But for this one you get wind going in your direction, so it speeds you up. And do a barrel roll! Do a barrel roll! Do a barrel roll! Do a barrel roll!
Do I have to be quiet? Do I have to be quiet? Do I have to be quiet? Whoa, that's pretty badass. That should go in an intro.
Yes. I was
There we
just
go,
about
use
to
that
say
the
the
Welcome
same
to Brawl
thing.
trailer there.
So,
Just gotta
do
put
a
it out
barrel roll again.
there. And the Game Family Tawny. If I needed to plug two things, I'd plug those two, but I don't need to plug anyone because everyone knows who I am here, or they should do.
How did I know you were going to plug something in this episode?
I have to!
Double P shooter.
What can I say? Down out there. I have to reference Game Grumps as well.
And red.
And she's controlling. Whoa, red! Boom. Boom, boom, boom,
Charging at each other over what is apparently a really long distance, even though they were pretty much right next to each other before they started running. And hey, have a cup of tea. Well, this is quite a fitting one to bring Stelios to.
I remember reading about this, yeah, in a joke on O&M.
Yeah. Tally ho,
It's like,
tally
where
ho,
else can
tally
you
ho,
see,
cup of tea, cup of tea,
Sheep,
cup of
Peach
tea.
and Zel, no, Sheep, Peach and Fox sharing a cup of tea.
So with
Tally
that
ho,
level
tally ho.
down, we're going to do a second
Read
level
him,
in this
Weavile, the Queen the
episode.
Rabbit, oh.
And this is a pretty short one. It can also be a pretty hard one. It depends how good you are at boss battles. But for now,
Boss
Snake
battles.
and his friends have discovered
Watch,
this
Game
group
Watch,
of
Game
Mr.
Watch.
Game & Watch is
Game
controlling the
Watch,
Halberd. So that's who took it off Meta Knight. And then he just rolls into them and they all just fly out. And then the Mr. Game & Watches turn into marvellous marbles and then turn into a giant robot!
Well then.
This is our boss. Also, Falco just conveniently drops out of a plane. Duon starts laughing.
Woo!
For boss battles,
And that
I
is a
usually
team to
state
choose from.
the boss's weaknesses,
choose?
but
Can I
I
choose?
don't
Can I
have
choose?
my weaknesses sheet to hand.
Can I choose?
My weakness is chic.
I said, can I choose?
I
don't get it.
Will you
What
say
can I
something?
choose? Fine then, ignore me, go. I'm done. Ignore me all you want.
I can't hear you because of how quiet I have to have Skype. Whoa, diving off the edge. So, before Steli wants to talk, I've just got to explain a little bit about Duon. Duon is often regarded as the hardest boss in the game because he's got lots of killer moves. And you don't really get that great of a character bunch to fight him with. Fox is fairly good because his forward air does lots of damage. But just take care and Duon will go down.
Sorry, I left. But you didn't even notice I was gone.
Something to note about Duon, I didn't mean to walk off the side there. If you're using Sonic, spoilers Sonic, but I did say at the start of this Let's Play I wasn't going to be spoiler-free with characters. Yeah, if you
I
use
can't wait to
Sonic's
see the part where you do play
standard
Sonic.
B, the homing attack, it will always home in on the pink side of Duon, which is interesting. This is an interesting attack because you can guide Duon's own missiles into it and it'll hurt.
So this may be a newbie question, and you may have already said this while I went away in rage, but is one side to represent female for yang and one to represent yin for male?
Well, there is yin-yang because if you look at the wheels, you can see the symbol.
Yeah.
I don't really think it's male and female. I mean, some people speculate it's based on Dialga and Palkia because blue and pink.
Now, I'm going to tell you a fact here. This was an honourable mention in the gaming family's top 25 mechanical bosses, but no one wanted to do it.
All of the gaming family one plugs. I'm going to have to link them in the description now. But anyways, Duon dissolves and then turns into a single Mr. Game & Watch. Fox is like, no, I'm going to shoot you. But Peach is like, no, let's bring it back to life. And then just scolds him.
So Game & Watch panics. Oh, just love me. He's a comedian. He's like, he'd be rocking the dance floor. He's got them 80s moves. Oh, that is cool. And
Meta Knight can finally reclaim his ship. Look at the wooden wheel! And flies out of the
480p
darkness
graphics.
and into the blue sky.
And there we go. That was a short level.
Yep,
Indeed
and that
it
was therefore a short episode. So,
For
I've been
Toaster's
TaleOfTheToaster.
favourite length for Let's Plays. And I've been Stelios78910 who hasn't been on form today. I've been pretty dire today. And I've been ignored. And I've been a friend. And I've been an enemy as well. And I wish I could be playing it there with you.
I'm sorry. You live
30 miles
in
away.
Manchester, man.
Kind of.
Chester.
But
But anyways, that's the end of the video. Bye!